Speaking of leadership and commitment, the Semper Fi Fund is celebrating its 15th year in providing support to veterans and their families. And as in years past, 100% of the proceeds from this evening's event will go directly to the Semper Fi Fund. Over the last 7 years, we've been able to raise $420,162. I want to give a special thanks to our sponsors that make that possible: International Pipe Trades Joint Training Committee, Southern California Pipe Trades, MCAA, NITC, Milwaukee Tools, DeWalt, Greater Michigan Plumbing and Mechanical Contractors Association, UA Local 190, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Destination Ann Arbor, and Ann Arbor Sports Commission, K&R Promotions, Washtenaw Community College, IATMO, and EH Walks. I want to personally thank Mary Kerr, Christy Poore, and Sean Krabat for their hard work in coordinating this event. I also want to recognize the Gold Star family of Lance Corporal Jason Little. Jason's mom, Jackie, and his sister, Stephanie, are here with us tonight, just as they are every year. So welcome and thank you for being here, ladies. At this time, I'd like to introduce Miss Vanessa Keene. Vanessa is the Senior Manager of the Community Outreach for the Semper Fi Fund, where she started as a volunteer in 2010. She is responsible for coordinating the events of a team of community event managers across the country. Vanessa and her team are the face of the Semper Fi Fund, continually raising awareness of the needs of our wounded and their families. Vanessa and her Marine husband of 22 years, Steve, have led an exciting and challenging military life. She has endured 4 overseas deployments and 2 wars. The Keenes are proud parents of 2 teenagers, son Rowan and daughter Maya. Please join me in welcoming Vanessa Keene.
Well, I just want to start by saying thank you. I can't say thank you enough to both the City of Ann Arbor as well as UA. This is the 8th year that this great 5K and pub crawl fundraiser has gone on. Not only is it a super creative event, but it has a direct impact on our service members. I know a lot of you are familiar with the Semper Fi Fund, but for those of you who are not, we are a nonprofit, and we provide financial assistance to our combat wounded, catastrophically injured, and critically ill service members and their families. We were founded in 2004 by a handful of Marine wives, hence the name Semper Fi, for those of you who are familiar with the Marines' motto. Starting in 2012, we were able to adjust our mission to provide assistance to all branches, including the reserves, including the Coast Guard, and we're really proud of the fact that we have made an impact directly with those families as well. Since 2004, we have been able to provide over $2 million in assistance to over 23,000 service members and their families. And we can't do it alone. We still have a lot of work to do. 15 years ago, we didn't think we'd still be here. We didn't think there'd still be a need, but we have pledged to be with our service members for a lifetime if needed. And we do that with your help. So thank you very much for having us again. And I really want to let you all hear from one of our service members who can tell you the impact that your fundraising, that your event has had. I would like to welcome Sergeant Nick Colcher. He's here. Oh. Did I say that? So he is from Michigan, so I thought it was only apropos that he could be here and share his story. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. Thank you everyone for coming out this evening. Really do appreciate the support for this great event as well as Semper Fi Fund. So I just want to get this out of the way first thing right up front. I know you can see I have these metal legs and you might be wondering, why isn't this guy taller? I get asked that question all the time, right? I could be as tall as I want, all right? The truth is, right, I'm working these legs out because I'm gonna dress up as Gru from Minions for Halloween, right? That's right, I got this big torso, these super skinny legs. I'm gonna dress my two little kids up as Minions. I'm gonna walk around and we're gonna do bad things. No, yeah. No, so I got these fancy metal legs through an early retirement by an IED in Iraq in 2008. Spent the better part of 3 years at Walter Reed trying to recover, trying to learn how to walk, trying to just figure out what's next in life. Moved back to Michigan in 2011, was lucky enough to get into a barrier-free home. I was in a wheelchair at that time. I spent the better part of the last 10 years in a wheelchair, actually. This walking thing is new. And that's where I met the Semper Fi Fund. I was at Walter Reed, so if you don't know, Walter Reed's in Washington, D.C., and my doctors well, not my doctors, but the doctors down there at Walter Reed have started doing these new to this country surgery where they embed implants directly into your legs and you can attach your prosthesis directly to your bodies. So for those of you that are worried about like robots taking over, it's starting to happen. They're already integrating it, right? So my prosthesis attached directly to my femur. So there's no more of these sockets or whatever you might see, these kind of like that go over the leg. These things attach directly to my body. Yes, they are interchangeable. I have a ton of different ones, which makes it a lot of fun. But that's where I met Semper Fi Fund. So my family, I have a wife, I have 2 young kids. When I started this journey, I only had 1 young kid. We were pregnant with our second, and to be able to get my family to stay with me in DC during the recovery, to be able to make the trips back and forth from Michigan to Walter Reed, because at this time, currently, they're just starting to roll out this sort of operation, this sort of surgery to other locations in the country. So really the only place to get this done is Walter Reed in DC. And Semper Fi Fund made it possible for my wife, my young kids to be with me. They put us up for a place to stay whenever I have to go back for appointments because this is new. This is being tracked. They're able to be with me during this journey because it's not just me going through this journey, right? It's, my wife, she needs to know what's going on. The kids just run around and do kid stuff, so they don't know what's happening. They think it's fun that daddy has all these legs that he can take off and put on and try. But without your support here tonight, without the support of Semper Fi Fund and what they're doing, it would really, it wouldn't be possible for me to be able to just go to and from DC and stay for a week or 2 on end, sometimes more than that, to be able to do the follow-ups and appointments that I do. And Semper Fi Fund is one of the only nonprofits that have stepped up as more and more people are getting this surgery done, because there are more. I was kind of just the beginning, but there have been dozens more that have come behind me. And there are other families just like mine that they are helping out. And like I said, they're one of the few organizations that are really helping offset some of the costs. Because if you didn't catch that earlier, I was injured in 2008. I hadn't been out of my wheelchair until maybe a year ago. I don't use my wheelchair at all anymore. I hadn't walked for almost 10 years. So this is like pretty incredible stuff. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for your support. It really is going to an amazing place, and keep it up.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for your service and for your tremendous dedication to our country. Nick's wife is here with him, Danny. Welcome, Danny, and thank you for all your hard work over the years and supporting Nick. We have a couple more Semper Fi athletes I want to recognize. We have Eric Callie and his wife, Mindy. Their 2 children, Gage and Reed, and our favorite dog, Son. Eric's back again this year, so thanks for being here. Daniel Bella is is here with us too, United States Marine Corps Semper Fi Fund athlete. Thank you for being here with us, Daniel. The hardest job in the military is being the spouse of a service member. And the second hardest job is being the child of a service member. So thank you all very much for your support of your spouses over the years and for keeping that home fire burning. Attention to colors. Please welcome Allison Harms and Danny Daly of the Milwaukee Tool Shed Band.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, ladies. That was beautiful. The Michigan-based 1st Battalion 24th Marines arrived in downtown Fallujah in late September 2006. During this deployment, the 124th participated in combat operations in Fallujah, suffering 22 Marines killed in action, another 331 wounded, including 41 amputees. Please pay your respects as I read the names of the 22 fallen Marines of the 124th. Marcus A. Galinsky, Lewisburg, Tennessee. Sergeant Brock A. Babb, Evansville, Indiana. Sergeant Brian K. Burgess, Garden City, Michigan. Sergeant Thomas M. Gilbert, Downers Grove, Illinois. Corporal Mark D. Kidd, Milford, Michigan. Corporal Jacob D. Neal, San Marcos, Texas. Corporal Christopher E. Eckelson, Vassar, Michigan. Lance Corporal Matthew P. Palentos, Baldwin, Missouri. Lance Corporal Louis J. Castillo, Lawton, Michigan. Lance Corporal William D. Spencer, Paris, Tennessee. Lance Corporal Min Hee Kim, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Lance Corporal Nicholas A. Miller, Silverwood, Michigan. Lance Corporal Brett E. Beeler, Jackson, Michigan. Lance Corporal Jeremy S. Schott, Tiffin, Ohio. Lance Corporal Troy D. Neely, Eden Rapids, Michigan. Lance Corporal Jonathan B. Thornsberry, McDowell, Kentucky. Lance Corporal Richard A. Burasetta, Franklin, Tennessee. Lance Corporal Tyler R. Overstreet, Gallatin, Tennessee. Lance Corporal Joshua M. Hines, Olney, Illinois. Private First Class Terrell B. Hill, Shelby Township, Michigan. Private First Class Buford M. Van Skeely, Bay City, Michigan. Private First Class Brett E. Wittenben, Shelby, Michigan. All right, let's hear it for Sergeant McGinnis and the Color Guard. Okay, if we can get all the runners down to the start line, we're going to kick this off. Thanks again for being here and for your generous donations to the Semper Pi Fund.